Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I am Nabin Pradhan with the evening news, and these are the headlines. Home Ministry directs to ensure strict compliance of lockdown, not allow social or religious gatherings. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare issues advisory to stop social stigma associated with COVID-19. Total confirmed cases of COVID-19 reported in the country rises to 6,039. Nagaland records negative cases, and Good Friday is being observed across the globe today. Now the news in detail. In view of the ensuing festivals in the month of April, the Union Home Ministry has directed all states and union territories to ensure strict compliance of the lockdown measures to fight COVID-19 and not allow social, religious gatherings and processions. The ministry said it has been communicated to them to take all required precautionary preventive measures for maintenance of law and order, peace and public tranquility. Appropriate vigil on social media should also be maintained against circulation of any objectionable and fake content. It further requested that for the attention of the public authorities, social and religious organizations and citizens, the respective provisions of the guidelines should be widely circulated. It adds that for violation of any lockdown measures, actions against the relevant penal provisions of the Disaster Management Act and IPC should be taken by the law enforcing agencies. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has issued an advisory to stop social stigma associated with COVID-19. This advisory came in the wake of reported cases wherein corona patients, frontline workers like doctors and nurses, certain communities and areas faced discrimination due to fear and misinformation about the coronavirus. The Health Ministry has urged on the need to counter such prejudices and advised that through social distancing and personal hygiene, this disease can be eliminated. It has been advised to the people to follow certain steps to end the social stigma associated with the novel coronavirus. Healthcare professionals and sanitary workers who are providing their services in this difficult situation deserve people's support and appreciation. It has advised people not to target healthcare professionals, sanitary workers and police, not share the names of or identity of affected persons and their locality on social media. The advisory has also advised people to not label any community or area for spread of coronavirus and avoid spreading fear and panic. Joint Secretary in the Health Ministry, Love Agarwal, said that there is no community transmission in the country yet and no need to panic, but everyone has to remain aware and be alert. Briefing media in New Delhi today, Agarwal said there is a need of 1 crore hydroxychloroquine tablets in the country, and the country currently has 3.28 crore tablets. Agarwal informed that the Government of India has approved 15,000 crore India COVID Emergency Response and Health System Preparedness Package to fight the pandemic. Meanwhile, India has reported 6,039 active cases of COVID-19 and 206 deaths so far. State Home Commissioner Abhijit Sinha, briefing on update of COVID-19 status in the state, informed that as of 5:30 p.m. today, a total of 70 samples of suspected COVID-19 cases have been sent for testing. The result of 69 samples have been received and they are all negative. The result of the remaining 1 sample is awaited. He also informed that a total of 5,317 persons have signed up till now in N-COVID-19 Nagaland app, where 3,692 persons have self-declared the details and 1,625 are with incomplete details. Sinha informed that the current users can update to the new version 3.0 of the app with the same ID. Sinha thanked various civil society organizations and NGOs in the state for coming forward and providing assistance to the district administration and police for the various lockdown measures. He also thanked them for voluntarily extending help at many places and providing much needed assistance and relief to the daily wages and other needy people, many of whom are facing challenging times because of the COVID-19 lockdown. In Assam, the first death due to COVID-19 was reported in the state last night. Assam Health Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma informed that a 65-year-old patient expired at Silchar Medical College. A total of 28 positive cases have been found in the state so far. You are listening to the news from All India Radio, Kohima. 3 violations of lockdown were reported in the state as per report on the law and order and facilitation of essential goods and services for 9th of April. Principal Secretary to the Government of Nagaland, Abhijit Sinha, while issuing the report, stated that 3 people have been bound down and there is no report on the law and order incidents. On supply of essential goods, shops for food, grains and groceries were open in all the districts. Medicinal shops also remain open in all the districts. No shortage of food grains, groceries, milk and medicines have been reported in any part of the state. There was no restriction on the movement of personnel or workers in manufacturing units of essential commodities. In Dimapur, 3 relief camps have been set up for sheltering 363 people, and 2,221 people were given food grain by the district administration and NGOs. Further, permits were issued to commercial vehicles transporting essential commodities, and retail shops open from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and wholesale market open from 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. The Union government has dismissed a viral audio clip circulating on social media which claims that vegetable sellers are spreading COVID-19 by licking or spitting on vegetables and fruits. In a tweet, Press Information Bureau clarified that the claim made in the audio clip is false and intended to create disharmony in the society. A total of 109 under-trial prisoners have been released from different correctional homes in Nagaland on interim bail, in keeping with the Supreme Court's directions to consider decongesting the jails in the wake of the coronavirus outbreak. Officials said today that following the Apex Court's direction, a committee was formed and the interim bail and parole were granted based on its recommendations. The committee, comprised of Nagaland State Legal Services Authority's Executive Chairman Justice S. Sarto, Principal Secretary Home Abhijit Sinha, and Additional Director General of Prison Renchamo P. Kikon. The under-trial prisoners were released from 11 jails across the state. According to officials, jails in the state have a capacity to accommodate 1,450 prisoners and housed 537 people before the under-trials were released. The committee directed all that if any under-trial who has been released threatens any witness or any person acquainted with the facts of the case or to the victim of the case, he shall be taken into custody immediately. Besides, it also directed the jail authorities to maintain social distancing inside the prisons. Good Friday is being observed today by Christians all over the world to mark the crucifixion of Jesus Christ and his death at Calvary. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that Lord Christ devoted his life to serving others. In a tweet, Modi said, "Lord Christ's courage and righteousness stands out, and so does his sense of justice." He said on Good Friday, "We remember Lord Christ and his commitment to truth, service and justice." Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu said, "Today, as we commemorate the crucifixion of Jesus Christ by observing Good Friday, let us remember the path of courage, sacrifice and compassion laid out by Jesus Christ. Good Friday is observed on the Friday before Easter Sunday that marks the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Prayers and masses are being organized in the churches and chapels. It is also known as Holy Friday, Great Friday, Black Friday and Easter Friday." Meanwhile, in Nagaland, amidst lockdown, churches held services through online live-streamed videos, and families are observing the day by holding fasting and prayers. And to end the news, a reminder of the headlines. Home Ministry directs to ensure strict compliance of lockdown, not allow social or religious gatherings. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare issues advisory to stop social stigma associated with COVID-19. Total confirmed cases of COVID-19 reported in the country rises to 6,039. Nagaland records negative cases, and Good Friday is being observed across the globe today. And that is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.